Time check on Tobago updates is brought to you by Flow, Tobago's newest fiber network.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video call, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store online today at discoverflow.co.
Good morning, viewers. Good morning, good morning. It is Friday as we're on the countdown to Christmas Day, the shopping, the excitement, the everything that's happening. Good morning and welcome to the Tobago Updates morning show. Coming to you here live. This morning we are on the outside. Coming to you here live from Comfort Inn and Suites. Yes, we're celebrating Christmas here this morning. We want to say thank you to each and every one of you, those joining us right here in Tobago, those of you connecting in Trinidad, the region, and the world at large. It's that time of year. It's that kind of energy, that kind of excitement. I'm sure you're preoccupied in some way, form, or fashion. We have an exciting and great day ahead for you this morning on this morning's show. But just before we head on in, we're going to head on over to news in 90 seconds.
Here is your news in Here is your news in 90 seconds for Friday, 22nd December 2023, brought to you by Bmobile. It's the Christmas season with Bmobile. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine said that in 2024, there need to be a serious effort made to addressing the crime situation. While addressing the Assembly legislature, Augustine pointed out that gang culture is growing in Tobago and he is troubled by it. The recent double murder on the island is suspected to be gang-related. The Tobago House of Assembly does not have power over national security, but the Chief Secretary stated that he is ready to have serious conversations with the relevant authorities to devise strategies to apprehend more criminals and reform behavior. As Christmas bargain hunting intensifies, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service urges the public to be cautious about purchasing potentially stolen goods. ASP Raj Lal, TTPS Media Ambassador, warns against buying heavily discounted items as individuals could face charges if found with stolen goods. Lal advised discreet disposal of packaging to avoid advertising newly acquired items, reducing the risk of theft. Additionally, he cautions against meeting strangers in risky locations for online transactions to ensure public safety during the festive season. The TTPS emphasizes the importance of vigilance in preventing involvement with stolen merchandise. And finally, Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez revealed that the government has allocated $34 million for programs aiding low-income families with water and electricity bills. Despite proposed rate increase by the Regulated Industries Commission in October, Gonzalez asserted that TT Electricity rates will remain the lowest in the region. Addressing concerns about potential rate hikes, he emphasized the necessity for revenue generation to sustain essential services. Gonzalez highlighted the government's commitment to social support programs, citing a $74 million annual rebate for 230,000 electricity customers. The RIC's proposal to switch to a monthly payment system would not impact existing utility programs. And that was your news in 90 seconds, brought to you by Bmobile. It's a Christmas season with Bmobile.
News in 90 seconds was brought to you by Bmobile. It's a Christmas season with Bmobile.
This Christmas we celebrating, cause Bmobile they coming with rating. So brace yourself for plenty prices, cause this season will be the nice. It's the most deals and the most vibes and the most cars and the most price. The most giveaways, the most parang. Having a Christmas season with Bmobile. I want a Christmas season with Bmobile. Bring me sorrow, let me toast to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with Bmobile.
Top up, buy a plan, sign up or pay your bills. Enjoy the best Tobago Christmas. Bmobile. Life is on.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Want to win 2 nights for 2 at Interest Guest House? Then get your near 3-in-1 card game now. Question and answer, memory, puzzle, fun for everyone. Available at Nelson's Bookstore and Books and Office Supplies. For more details, visit us this Thursday, December 21st between 1 to 5 p.m. at Portmore or call 254-6364 or visit us on Facebook at New Experience of Gaming. Get your game now.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show. We're just at about 7:06 a.m. on this Friday morning, and indeed, I'm Julian Skeet, and we're happy to be here with you. Yes, folks, just before we dive on into the happenings, birthdays, rundowns, etc., I've got a special guest on set here with us this morning. You know her, well known in the Tobago space, and most certainly here in our news. It's Bena Brebner. Good morning and welcome. I'm doing quite fine, and I love the touch of your Christmas colors this morning.
Christmas touch as well.
So I see we made the connection very well.
Yes, we do.
So, you know, we're getting the opportunity, viewers, to get a little background. You know, you see her in the news and she brings you all the information and the top stuff on time.
Yes.
But tell us a little bit about that other side of Bena. You know, under normal circumstances at a time like now, it's the Christmas. What would you be engaged doing?
Well, basically, my cleaning has already completed. I didn't leave that for the last minute, and neither the shopping, so I'm not going to be in the rush as such. More like a rest day for me this time around.
All right, so folks, clearly, if you're the hubby, you're the mommy, you're the family, Bena has already shops for you. So don't even think about telling her the gift times now.
No.
Certainly, you know, typically at this time for me as well, you get kind of tied up. This is one of those years kind of got the yard and the outside space to a point where been working on it for some time.
Right.
So, you know, then you hit on the inside. But, you know, you ladies tend to and we don't rush you all at all. We provide that support.
But I know, you know, some persons still have that, you know, set of work priorities. Do it smartly and get it done before.
And I know there are some of those they've not seen that
until
Christmas Day.
Yes.
So they're waiting right there.
Yes, until midnight they put it up, and then when you wake up next morning you see the nice array of the curtains.
And I feel that's a very interesting perspective, because I feel like, you know, our generation and so on, it's a different. I'm gathering even from your feedback.
Get it done. The countdown
you can relax.
More relaxed.
You know, we've also heard the realities facing us in the, you know, challenges with crime and.
Well, we have to be extra careful in terms of, you know, when you're going to do the shopping in the supermarkets, or even just whatever, you're careful of how you're disposed. Kind of thing, because, you know, the crime is on the rise, and as the Chief Secretary said, in 2024 and going.
Yes, indeed. Do you feel like we still To our viewers and listeners, the Christmas season, the New Year, outside of the news, Bena, what would you what would you say to them?
To the viewers out there, season's greetings. I know it's a festive season, but don't over. And for the New Year, let us at least put.
Excellent message. I feel like we must have Bena on more often. Excellent message coming there, viewers. And certainly we just want to give you that reminder. You know, I will join with Bena this time to also wish you season's greetings indeed, coming from the entire Tobago Updates family, and wishing you a happy New Year as we look forward to 2024. And remember my gentle reminder as we head on into the new year, to the Christmas and the New Year. Remember, as you continue to be blessed, make that effort to help. If it's one person, one family, wherever they may be. Doesn't have to be public, it can be a private arrangement, but make that effort to help one person or one family as we continue to build that spirit of community love in this season, and by extension heading on into the new year. Viewers, we want to thank you for continuing to choose the Tobago Updates morning show. As we head on out to a break, we want to remind you that this is your opportunity to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Don't be fearful or ignorant about diseases. The opportunity to learn how to effectively work with or even reverse sicknesses is here. Do you know someone that is suffering from an illness? You are invited to come and learn in this in-depth, hands-on training program. Call this number and reserve your space in this God-inspired, hands-on medical missionary training program going on in Tobago. See you there.
Trinbagonians abroad support the homeland in diverse ways. Watch examples of patriotism and gain insights into the giving back as practiced by the TT diaspora in Tobago, spanning the period 1960s to early 2000s. Produced and directed by Dr. Andre Phillips, this groundbreaking documentary is a credit to the feel-good psyche at Christmas and beyond.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video calls, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store online today at discoverflow.co.
Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your life can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. Never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you. Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch number 1, the building formerly occupied by Costa. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, building 1 and 2.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
But this place is boring enough. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes? Poof. Then look no further. Portmore is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Go get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Portmore, the island's beat.
Welcome to Standard, and today we're launching Hive. It's our newest brand that Standard is launching, and it's where luxury meets affordability. We're very proud of this brand. It's taken some time to get the right collection in place, and we're also going to continue to improve on our collection as time goes by and we listen to our customers more. We've changed our suppliers for this collection to European suppliers, so you're going to get that European finish. We've been very pleased by some of the results that we've been seeing in response to it in the market, and we're so glad to bring it to Tobago and show Tobago what standard could, grow with them as well.
It's not just about looking good or having materials that are easily cleaned or sustainable materials, because the important thing about this particular collection is that it is quality. It is meant to last, and it lives up to the standard name about never beating on quality and price. This furniture particularly, especially our outdoor line, which ranges from fiberglass, plastic types of outdoor stools, outdoor chairs, even the outdoor furniture, it is built to last.
That's the importance with High, right? It's not only looking good, it's going to feature things that make your life easier, and it's not too damaging on your pocket. That's important for us.
This furniture fits the lifestyle of Tobago, of the Tobago customer, of the Tobago guest. It is the perfect type of furniture for you.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show, coming to you here live. No, not from the Port Mall in Scarborough today, but rather we're in Lower Scarborough, coming to you from Comfort Inn and Suites. And at this point, viewers, we're heading straight on into our birthday shout-outs here on Tobago Updates. And we get started going out to Zahani Hazel, a 14-year-old, celebrated on the 22nd of December. We want to say congratulations and happy birthday to you. And this greeting is coming from Dad, Dr. Selvon Hazel, Mom, Tracy McMillan, aunts, Janice, Erla, Deslin, and all your cousins, Neelan, Caricia, the rest of the Hazel and McMillan family, wishing you a happy, happy birthday. And also coming from me and my family, wishing you the very best. As we continue with our birthday shout-outs, at this point we move on to celebrate with Curden Hislop. Curden Hislop, and we pray God's continued blessings. I know your man loves to enjoy the season, so we have no question about that in terms of enjoying this birthday. We continue with Huey Khan, and we're saying birthday shout-outs going out to you, Huey Khan, and this is coming from the entire Tobago Updates family, wishing you the very best and indeed continued blessings as you celebrate. And last but certainly by no means least today, we have Caroline Granger Brasnell, and a happy birthday going out to you from the admin girls at TN Tech. So certainly your co-workers, your colleagues are looking out for you, Caroline. They're wishing you a happy, happy birthday coming from the admin girls of TN Tech. Good morning. All of you celebrating a birthday, we want to say happy, happy birthday going to each all of you. At this point, viewers, just to give you some quick insight into the rundown for this morning. Yes, it is Friday in the lineup to Christmas in this season. So we'll be chatting with the superintendent for TTPS, Rodil Kirk. We look forward to those discussions as we speak about safety during the season. We'll also be hearing some of the songs and the voices. You know, it's that time of year, and you can't have a Christmas show at that time of year without hearing the lovely voices and the talent here in Tobago. So we look forward to hearing from the likes of Lynette Louis, Kashika Small, and the list goes on. So we've got entertainment on the lineup for you this morning. We'll also be chatting with Wade Carruth, treasurer of Tobago Writers Guild and chairman of TNC Planning Committee, as we speak Tobago Book Club, a night of gratitude, and the Tobago Book Club's projections for 2024. As I mentioned to you earlier, we are coming to you live from Comfort Inn and Suite, and therefore we'll also be chatting with Maria Yipjohn, the general manager for Comfort Inn and Suites this morning as we speak about the Parang Now Start at Comfort Inn. You know, there's always something happening here for each and everyone to come out and participate in, and certainly the Christmas season is no different. Yes, and before you know it, you know at Christmas time, you're going to hear The Natural, a connection with Eric Powder. Look in my direction. So we'll be getting some insight into that as we go along this morning. But at this point, viewers, that's the rundown that's happening. But we're heading straight on into our first interview this morning with Rodel Kerr, Superintendent of the TTPS. Good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, Julian. Good morning to Tobago. And let me take this opportunity to wish you, your family, your entire team compliments of the season, and we look forward to a bright and prosperous 2024.
Yes, thank you so much indeed. Same to you and yours. And you know, as we get this interview started, we're in the Christmas season and we're talking safety. Really treat with and get out of the way some of the current happenings. You know, what statements would you make on behalf of the TTPS as it relates to what we have seen in more recent times? Again, we saw one murder increasing and going past what would have been our count for last year, and then we saw a double murder. What are your assurances to the people of Tobago?
Well, as usual, what I will do is I want to assure the Tobago public that the police are out there. We are having the additional support, and you know, we are not going to close. We know that, you know, the fear of crime is of such of concern to people, and we know that there are several challenges, but at the same time, you know, our officers are working out there. They are out there as we speak. We have support on the ground, and we expect to get some positive results going forward.
All right. And in the circumstances, based on the last set that we would have seen, suspects have been currently in your possession, being looked into?
No, we haven't we have not arrested any person in the last double murder, but as you know, the one before the suspect is in custody, and that is engaging the attention. We are soon to, you know, approach the DPP for advice on that matter.
All
but
right.
the others, I mean, the last two which occurred, the police are out there as we speak, and they are pursuing all leads with the end of bringing this matter, you know, to a solution.
And I know in Tobago we still have that spirit of, you know, some call it that natural energy of looking out for each other. So in this case, if you have seen something or you have any idea, what would be your advice to persons on the outside or citizens in Tobago, their responsibility?
Yes, as we say, you know, the police, we are out there and we are trying to make this space a safe space. And we know where these last incidents occurred, there were several persons are wrong. We urge and we encourage the persons who would have seen to say something. The police will treat your issue with the strictest of confidence. We are, you know, the Homicide Bureau are professionals, as usual, and, you know, they will treat your information with the strictest of confidence. And if you don't want to directly engage with an officer, what we need you to do is call the emergency numbers, the 555, the 800 tips. Those are numbers you can call and remain anonymous to share your information.
All right, excellent. And as we continue the conversation this morning, we're starting first looking at road safety as the next area. We are in that season. Sometimes you're heading on into Scarborough and it's a bumper to bumper kind of situation. What would be your tips that you'd want to give persons in this season from the TTPS?
Right. Well, what we observe is that there's a significant increase in pedestrian and vehicular traffic throughout this time. And, you know, what we are urging persons to continue to obey the traffic laws. I mean, the officers will be out there enforcing, but continue to obey the traffic laws. And what we are urging people to do is to follow the 5 C's in driving as well. You know, that is exercise care, caution, consideration, most of all, common sense and courtesy. We need to exercise those in order to, you know, move along and traverse the roadways, you know, in a safe manner. Because what we recognize around this time, you know, people tend to drop their guard. They tend to drink and drive. What is important to note is that for 2 consecutive years, what we have seen on New Year's morning is that Tobago kicked off the fatal RTAs. It happened 2023, it happened 2022. We don't want to see that in 2024. So we are urging you that when you go out to party, to fet, to lime, or just driving along the roadway, obey the traffic laws, follow the traffic regulations, don't drink and drive. We continue to urge people along this season to do that. We want to see a safe roadway. We want to see no fatalities as a result of accidents coming into the end of the year and into the new year. Right?
Reminder to persons. For those who, and sometimes people need to be reminded of some of those penalties. For those who may choose to violate, rushing in and out because I'm by a store, so I just push my car in an area there. I know it's not a parking area. I am pull on the seat belt and so on. Just remind us of some of those penalties that will come for those who may, choose to go otherwise in the season.
Well, when you flout the traffic laws, we know we have the fixed penalty notice system, which the fines are exorbitant. We also know that we have our wrecking crew. People tend not to, they don't appreciate sometimes when they are wrecked. But we urge people not to park indiscriminately in the Scarborough area, especially because the area already congested. We have cruise ship arrivals, and I think one is due to come in this morning. So the Scarborough area is a bit congested, and what we recognize not only Scarborough, we are seeing in the Crown Point, Bonaccord area is a heavy flow of traffic as well. So we are urging people, the space, the roads are already limited in space. So we are urging you not to park indiscriminately on the road. If you do that, you are likely to be wrecked, you are likely to be ticketed, and if you are ticketed, you are likely to earn the merit points on your system, which takes you closer to being suspended from driving. So we don't want that to happen this season. So we are urging you to avoid in the first place before that happens. Our officers will be out there, and they are going to do what they are empowered to do.
The other area we want to touch on as well in this season is where we have some of the challenges with individuals. Just as we are focused on the Christmas season and getting what we need to get, they are also focused on seeing what they can get in more nefarious ways. Some of the words of caution or even tips for persons on the outside, they're shopping and so on. I recall a very unfortunate incident a few years ago. Well, thank God for no injury. Well, that was in the Port of Spain area. My mother had her handbag on the, on her shoulder, normal as ever, not realizing until she reached home that there was a slash on the outside of the bag. And imagine that happened in such a time, because there was an imprint of a purse at that time. What would be your tips for those individuals on the outside shopping and going along jolly?
Fortunately in Tobago, we don't have much incidents of this snatch and grab. But what we are urging shoppers to do is that do not try to minimize the use of cash or expose cash, or when you go into the bank, you have this large envelope walking out and so on, and giving people that, attracting those who are looking on. So I'm telling you to exercise that level of caution, and even at this time, if you know that you don't feel safe doing a particular thing, whether visiting the bank to do something, alert the police. We are there at this time, and we will lend that assistance to you, to provide that level of coverage. So, we will be at those areas, we will be at the major shopping areas, we will be, looking on at the major financial institution. We are trying our best to mitigate and minimize any incidents. But at the same time, you, the members of the public, has a responsibility that when you are walking in the public space, try and avoid leaving bags in cars that are exposed, cash, all these items, even noticeable jewelry. Try and minimize that instance where, you will be walking in crowded areas and so on, because people are targeting you. So that is something that you could do to assist yourself and assist the police in terms of, minimizing those incidents, especially in the crowded shopping areas.
All right. Any other tips and directions that you would want to share with our viewers as we head on into Christmas and then straight on into the new year for 2024?
Again, keeping with our topic, one of our major concerns is that congestion on the roadway and those people who violate the traffic laws. We want to, remind people, be considerate to other persons using the road, pedestrians and motorists alike. And, we want Tobago to be safe going out to the end of the year. We already see that, we have that unfortunate incident. And may I say condolences to the family of those, the deceased. I really, it's unfortunate that such an incident happened within our space. But going forward to the end of the year, we have implemented measures, and you are going to see it in the coming days. And, we will provide that level of safety and security going out to the end of the year, into the new year.
Let's also send out, condolences to you and the family. We know you are even treating with your very own laws and still back at it to be able to protect and serve. So certainly condolences going out to you and the family as well. And I know we've interacted with you all year through, and people know Superintendent Rodelke. Now we want to hear from Mr. Rodelke. What would be your personal message? If you took off that hat for a bit in the spirit of the season, with family and all, what would be your message in this season?
Well, my personal message, is to share love. Family is important, especially around this time. And my last experience has taught me a lot. And I ask everybody to cherish the moments you enjoy with your family members at this point in time. Right? So that is one of the experiences I had within the past week or two. And it's something going forward I won't take for granted.
Right? Thank you so much again for joining us here on set. Viewers, we have been chatting with Superintendent Rodelke of the TTPS, certainly connecting with us at all levels. And in fact, today, you could say you get a personal touch from him, beyond just knowing him certainly in that official capacity. And viewers, at this point, yes, it's the Christmas break. We're heading straight over to our first entertainment item here today on Voice of Kashika Small.
From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be ours away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. the years, we all will be together.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
This Christmas we celebrating, cause Bmobile they coming with rating. So brace yourself for plenty prizes, cause this season will be your nice. It's the most deals and the most vibes and the most cars and the most price. The most giveaways, the most parang. Having a Christmas season with Bmobile. I want a Christmas season with Bmobile. Bring me sorry, let me toast to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with Bmobile.
Top up, buy a plan, sign up or pay your bills. Enjoy the best Tobago Christmas. Bmobile, life is on.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Want to win 2 nights for 2 at Interest Guest House? Then get your near 3-in-1 card game now. Question and answer, memory, puzzle, fun for everyone. Available at Nelson's Bookstore and Books and Office Supplies. For more details, visit us this Thursday, December 21st between 1 to 5 p.m. at Portmore or call 254-6364 or visit us on Facebook at New Experience of Gaming. Get your game now.
Don't be fearful or ignorant about diseases. The opportunity to learn how to effectively work with or even reverse sicknesses is here. Do you know someone that is suffering from an illness? You are invited to come and learn in this in-depth, hands-on training program. Call this number and reserve your space in this God-inspired, hands-on medical missionary training program going on in Tobago. See you there.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Those itty bitty babies with their eyes all aglow would find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loading lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeers really know how to fly. Oh, and so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. And you, although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Hey, have yourself a merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Hey, have yourself a merry Christmas. Have yourself a merry Christmas.
Have yourself a merry, yes, merry Christmas. Yes, viewers, have yourself a merry, oh yes, merry Christmas. You know, I feel like if I mime that song, you almost feel it's me, but that's the voice of Lynette Louis, as usual, on point. I am sitting here and we are moving. Those of us here on the terrace at Comfort Inn and Suite, our guests in the lineup, DJ Melstar, entertainers coming up, everybody rocking to the songs of. In fact, I'm ready to call for that Christmas wine, the sorrel and the hops and ham as we enjoy the season. So folks, once again, the voice of Lynette Louis, and we certainly want to say thank you so much. Yes, we continue to bring you that energy and that love and the spirit of the season here with you this morning as we head on into Christmas and straight on over to the new year. We want to take this time out as well to highlight some of our viewers in the mix this morning. I see connecting with us, we have Godfrey Moore, faithful viewer Marilyn Spence, Joe Field. Shout outs to you this morning. Jasmine James, Audit Cowan in the mix, Pearl Murray Beard connecting with us each and every day. I see we also have a Charles Pons out there. And good morning, watching live from Ghana. Shout out to those of you connecting with us from Ghana, those of you in the US, those also connecting with us from Canada. We want to say thank you so much for joining here with the Tobago Updates morning show. I also see in the mix this morning Roslyn, Moore Allen, Lavian, Ashby Cupid, our guest who's here with us from time to time. My good friend out there, Scoreman in the mix, Christoph Score Roberts. We want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you taking the time out to be here with us this morning on the Tobago Updates morning show. Yes, folks, it's Christmas. And as we continue the conversation this morning, we are chatting with Wade Carute, Treasurer of the Tobago Writers Guild and Chairman of TNC Planning Committee. And this morning we're speaking Tobago Book Club, A Night of Gratitude, and the Tobago Book Club for 2024. Good morning to you and welcome.
Well, nice to be here. I appreciate you having me here today.
Yes, most definitely. And you know, as we get the conversation started, we want to touch firstly the Tobago Writers Guild. We know certainly has been having an impact on our landscape for a number of years, being in and around. Tell us a little bit about, you know, the happenings, and more so I understand that there's also now other branches and elements born out of the Tobago Writers Guild. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Well, the Tobago Writers Guild has been active and has been doing a lot of groundwork, as they would say. So the Tobago Writers Guild has launched our publishing house, which is in 2017. But we're not here to talk about the publishing house, because out of this need for avenue for creatives, for performers, as opposed to just writers, they birthed the next chapter, which is a platform for performers and basically, performers, songwriters, whatever level you're at, we want to encourage you to kind of take it to the next level. So this is about really building that community for performers. So the Writers Guild, out of that need for, you know, they have a home for writers, they needed a home for performers.
Continuously evolving. Excellent indeed. Now, one of the things we're here to talk about this morning is, I see it branded as a night of gratitude. The Tobago Book Club. Tell us about this initiative.
Well, the Tobago Book Club actually is separate from the Night of Gratitude. Now, the Tobago Book Club is another aspect of the Writers Guild. So, you know, we encourage people to get into reading, get into writing, to share in their work. So that's where the book club was built in. Now, the Night of Gratitude actually is a next chapter event. Now, the next chapter, we need to get familiar with that term, the next chapter Tobago. So you could find it on Facebook and Instagram as well. But the next chapter is essentially a place where performers, whatever style or genre or expression, is welcome to come and share. So the Writers Guild is the parent or the big sister behind this organization, and it really helps us to give a place for people to perform, because a lot of times, though you're writing, you don't get to perform, and there are not always avenues for you to perform in Tobago or Trinidad or, you know, worldwide. So we are creating avenues for people to perform.
So the Night of Gratitude, is it a one-night event? When is this carded for?
The next chapter is in its 6th season, believe it or not. We have been the premier open mic event in Tobago for almost, let's say, 5 years. There was a break for COVID, but we relaunched in 2023, and the Night of Gratitude is almost a culmination of our year's open mics. So the open mic, let me just make sure I get that clear. The open mic is what we do every month, and it is a place where people could come, and it's an open mic. We usually go to different venues around Tobago, but for the past 4 months, we have been homed at Time to Wine, which is this beautiful, nice, kind of cozy wine. I wouldn't say bar, but a wine. What's the word? I know you're sophisticated, man. You might help me come up.
It's about an experience. I like that at Time to Wine. It's really about an experience in this place, yes.
That is really it. It's a really beautiful experience, and it's located at Ravenels. So we've been there for the past 4 months, and our Night of Reasoning will, God willing, be there as well on the 29th. And the Night of Reasoning is essentially like a round table for all the creatives to come and sit and share and hear. And maybe we're going to have some writing exercises, things to help challenge and stimulate. Because at this open mic, we get people who have never touched a mic. We have people who have only written something in a book somewhere, and you know what? Today is the day. There's a guy I want to shout out, Jacob. He just walked in about 2 months ago, and he's been a regular ever since. And Jacob actually is not originally from here, but he's a mixed race, multi-ethnic character, and he just finds a home in it where he gets to share his work that he's never shared. And I must say, so it's actually really good work.
So this takes place, as you said, next week, Friday, the 29th at Time to Wine. What time are you looking at, and is it limited to persons who are members of the organization, or it's an open event?
It's an open mic and it's an open event. We are inviting all far and wide, any age actually. We have had even some young children come and touch the stage with their mom, parents came, and they're like, well, mommy, I want to do something. Yeah, so it's open to all non-members, members. We encourage you to become members of the Writers Guild as well, and to become a member of the Next Chapter community. As I was mentioned earlier, we are on Facebook at the Next Chapter Tobago, and we are on Instagram as well at the Next Chapter Tobago. And you could join these communities where you will get the different information as they come out.
Excellent. And what time are we looking at as possible as the startup? No, I know the excitement and the passion.
We'll start with some light music, and at 7 we have performances. If you want to get listed to be a performer, you could always message us on, or you could message us on WhatsApp, 384-1152. That's my number personally. I'm Wade Karut, and I'm the chairman for the Next Chapter committee. Right? So we want to encourage more performers, encourage as much performers. So send a message. You don't even have to send your music just yet, but just send a message so we could list you and we could kind of facilitate for you whether you need backing music or you need support or anything to that aspect.
I understand this well, and for the benefit of our viewers and listeners, even if I may not be 100% sure that I am ready to take this stage, I can probably just indicate, I'm interested. Drop you a message via the inbox on social media. I'm interested, and your team will kind of take it from there to help guide along the way. Is that the kind of support that's provided?
Absolutely. Even if you're not ready, because some people it's only on the night they walk up to that stage. yeah, it is. A lot of creatives doubt themselves, and this is what it's about. It's helping creatives mitigate through that. You could get through it. With practice, ultimately, everything gets better.
What would you say is one of the fundamental benefits of, as a creative, being a part of organizations like these?
Part of a like-minded community. It will help foster whatever craft you are working on. If you are a chef, it would make sense to hang around chefs because you can learn techniques that could help in your kitchen. So similarly, there are a bunch of chefs. Creatives are chefs, and there's a school of top trained chefs, some varying professionalism and levels of experience, but ultimately you're going to get recipes that will be able to help in your kitchen and help improve your craft. And that's what it's about.
I think that's always one of the benefits about organizations like these, that ultimately when you get into it, you get the benefit of persons who have the wealth of knowledge and experience, as well as those who may be new, just like you, and venturing into this space. Certainly commendations indeed. As we look, we got you on, and we can't miss the opportunity. Is there cost affiliated with the...
It's a free event. There are food and drinks available at the venue, so you could always purchase your thing. The Next Chapter is really about giving. It's about growing, and it's about growing Tobago and Trinidad and Tobago and the diaspora on a whole.
Excellent. And for persons who may be interested in they're going to be there on the evening. You're going to be treating with those who may be interested in becoming members as well?
Absolutely. So we take information and we send you information on WhatsApp, and you could join the Writers Guild and join the Next Chapter accordingly.
Excellent. As we head on into 2024, any major projections or plans, coming out that you would want to highlight for us going into 2024?
I do. The Tobago Writers Guild has published a book. I don't know if you know, it's called Tobago Imprint. And they're going to have Volume 2, which is a combination of authors from the diaspora. And they submit their work, and we publish a book. As I say, we have a publishing company now. So we're going to be publishing or self-publishing our second edition of the Tobago imprint, as well as the Next Chapter movement is going to continue, and we're hoping to do shows in Trinidad next year, and who knows, if we're getting in people inviting us even further, so we might go in the Caribbean, we might have a Next Chapter tour. So God willing, you will grow into things to that aspect of touring and touching different places and people. There's also the first mic, which is an open mic catered to children, age 0, or whatever age you can speak, to 14. And that's hosted by a young person. And so it's basically, it's a room for them, by them. So this is for children to encourage them in writing. Because the earlier you can get a child into writing, is the more prolific they will be as an adult.
Excellent. Final 30 seconds, remind our viewers contact information for social media and telephone contact.
Absolutely. So you could find them on the Tobago, the Next Chapter Tobago on Facebook, the Next Chapter Tobago on Instagram, and you can message if you want to be a performer or just get more information at 384-1152. Once again, my name is Wade Karut, or you mentioned earlier I'm the treasurer. I'm actually the assistant treasurer. I don't want to supersede Miss Maria Bristol.
But kudos and commendations. I know Miss Maria Bristol as well. Yes.
She's a hard-working lady, you know, so definitely give her props.
So we have the assistant treasurer this morning here representing, and we want to say thank you so much to Wade Karut. And we look forward to these initiatives coming out of the Tobago Writers Guild and the Next Chapter. Certainly check them out in terms of getting that information, and more importantly, to look forward to the Night of Gratitude taking place. And there seems like so much more happening. Connect with them via social media or telephone. Viewers, we want to thank you so much again for choosing the Tobago Updates morning show. It's the Christmas season. Yes, we're in the mood, we're in that time. Whether we have the funds or not, we're ensuring that we have an enjoyable Christmas by God's grace. And so we want to say thank you very much for all of you for continuing to choose the Tobago Updates morning show. And we want to remind you that this is your opportunity to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Trinbagonians abroad support the homeland in diverse ways. Watch examples of patriotism and gain insights into the giving back as practiced by the TT diaspora in Tobago, spanning the period 1960s to early 2000s. Produced and directed by Dr. Andre Phillips, this groundbreaking documentary is a credit to the feel-good psyche at Christmas and beyond.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video calls, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store or online today at discoverflow.co.
Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your life can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. Never ever worry if sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry if times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Coastal. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning. Good morning,
viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show, coming to you here live from Comfort Inn and Suites. Yes, I'm Julian Skeet here with you this morning, and as we prepare to head on into our next interview, just before we do shout out and ensure we connect with our viewers on the live. I see also joining in with us, good morning and compliments of the season to you as well. Jimmy Sylvester in the mix and Michael Leggett joining us on set. Lisa James as well on the live with us this morning. I want to even shout out as well and send my season's greetings to each and every one of you, all our viewers and listeners out there, and to thank you so much for the continued love and support for the Tobago Updates Morning Show, and in fact for Tobago Updates Television. As I always say, we are number one because of each and every one of you, and we say thank you very much indeed. Tobago Updates Television, let's continue to spread the message far and wide. At this point, viewers, as I mentioned to you a little earlier, we are coming from Comfort Inn and Suites this morning. It's that Christmas love, that Christmas energy, and we can't have a Christmas morning at Comfort Inn and Suites without hearing from Maria Yip-John here with us this morning, manager of Comfort Inn and Suites. Good morning to you again and welcome.
Good morning, Julian. It is indeed a pleasure to have you and your team here again this morning, and an honor that I can join your show. So thank you for that.
I said when we started, I feel like we were just here at Carnival time. And for those viewers who were thinking you could only fight up with Comfort Inn and enjoy, you have a good time at Carnival time. No. We're here this morning to chat about the seasonal activities that will also be happening. There's never a dull moment at Comfort Inn and Suites. It's always about an experience. So we start off, I understand there are activities happening as early as tonight. So I want you to get started there for us to tell us about the happenings that will be taking place tonight.
Sure. So it is a wonderfully long weekend for Christmas this year. I think all of us Trinbagonians are ecstatic over that. We start off the fun tonight. We have our all-inclusive event called the Parang Now Start. So we have live here with us tonight Baron and Scrunter. And of course our local Tobago Parang group, El Corazon de Parang. It's an all-inclusive event, so we have all your favorite food and drink available tonight included, so it is going to be a fun night. It's only $250, no reason to stop the cleaning for a couple of hours and come out and have some fun.
Excellent. And tell us a little bit, I know you said the cost, it's $250. What time does it get started tonight?
7, and as everyone knows, we start on time. Food and drinks serving from 7 p.m. up until midnight.
What can persons look forward to in the mix about this experience? Because I recognize every time you come to a Comfort Inn and Suites events, it's different. It's not typical, whether it is variations with the meal, your entrance, your whatever it is. Tell us a little bit about the experience that persons can look forward to tonight.
So we have the two kings tonight. We have Baron and we have Scrunter. So if you've never actually seen them live, tonight is a good time to do that. And then you're just going to have fun with your friends. You come out with your family, you come out with your friends. It's a family event also, so bring the children. Children are half price, right? It's just going to be a lot of fun tonight. And it really is going to get a lot of people in the season, because a lot of people are still, they're so taken up with the cleaning and trying to close off the financial year end and work that they're not feeling Christmas as yet. And we hope that our event tonight is going to do just that for them.
And I love the point that you make. You don't have to stop or shut it down. Pause for a moment, folks. Just pause. Come and have a good time, and then you can continue with the activities. So when I come out tonight and I have a good time and I get a taste of it, is that it for the season, or can we look forward to more?
Listen to me, that is just a start. So that starts tonight on Friday. Christmas is Monday, and we start Christmas Day with our sumptuous Christmas breakfast buffet. All of your favorites, your ham, your pastel, your turkey, everything that you'll want, including your sorrel, and all the traditional breakfast favorites. And that's Christmas morning. Christmas lunchtime, again, we have a sumptuous buffet. And Christmas night, we have an a la carte menu on offer. So take your pick of any of the things you want to do for Christmas, or if you just want to come and lounge and relax and hear the Christmas songs playing, you know, there's so many different things you can do when you come to us on Christmas Day. Boxing Day, we move on to Boxing Day, and of course everybody is looking to party. So Boxing Night, Electric Avenue comes to us here on the terrace for their annual event. It's only $200 at the door, or you can buy their tickets at our front desk. And again, we'll have food and drinks on sale that night. Benjai, he's live, he's performing live. So Boxing Night promises to be a really exciting night. And of course, that's when the Christmas rush is over, so it's a good time to relax and come out on Boxing Night.
Without hesitation. They have to start by getting a taste tonight. Then we head on in, folks, and when you hear the lineup of the meals, and if you know me any at all, I don't play with my belly. You know, you hear the lineup for Christmas Day, and then we head straight on into the Boxing Night celebrations that will take place. And I know there would be some that would say, but we still have a few days before we head into the new year. Is there anything else happening at Comfort Inn and Suites to keep us connected before we go into the new year?
Well, you have to come and spend Old Year's Night with us on New Year's Eve.
All moment at Comfort Inn and Suites. Tell us.
We're having our Masquerade Gala. So again, it's only $500, and that includes a 4-course dinner in our Sky restaurant. And then we dance and party the night away here on the terrace, where we're going to have the piano girl Joanna. She's performing live alongside with Gerald Balfour and DJ Melster. So it's going to be, again, a really fun night. The food, of course, is going to be absolutely just amazing. You said you love your belly, so you're going to have all your favorites: shrimp, lobster, surf and turf, you name it. We have a really wonderful and special night planned for our guests, and of course you get your masks included.
Folks, it's a full affair. It starts tonight on Friday. When you think you have had enough, nope, you're heading straight into Christmas Day. Nope, that still isn't enough. We go on to Boxing Night. And just in case you think that's where Comfort Inn and Suites is going to leave it for the year, nope, there's also an Old Year's Night masquerade ball that takes place. So if I'm coming here for all these nights, tell me, are there any specials or anything happening at the hotel itself around this time?
Definitely. We are actually offering right now a very reduced rate for anyone who wants to come and spend the Christmas and the New Year's season with us. It's only $12.29 per night. That's tax inclusive for 2 persons, and that's unbeatable for this time of year.
Most definitely, folks. I'm sold. The events are happening here. I don't even have to drive from far. I can park right here, book my room. So I literally am coming out of the hotel, enjoy the time here. And I think this is an excellent opportunity even for, you know, those of us living here on the island that take for granted enjoying what there is to offer. In addition to those visitors who want to have certainly decided to choose Tobago, and if you haven't chosen it yet, you know you've got a reason to ensure that you book that flight to head on over to Tobago right here at Comfort Inn and Suites. Before we close this morning's interview, any other key information that you would like to share with us before we close? And of course, your Christmas greeting and New Year greeting to all our viewers and listeners.
So of course, just a reminder to everyone that we have our Sky restaurant, which is our main restaurant. We have our terrace, which is our lounge, and of course our spa. All of these areas are open to the public. And as you said, those of you who want a staycation and you're here in Tobago, come on over, you can book in at the front desk. And on behalf of my entire team and I would just like to thank everyone for their support for this year that we've been open. we could not have done it without the support of everyone that have come out through our doors. So again, thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much indeed. And folks, I can tell you from personal reference, the spa is a must visit. I've had the opportunity, excellence in terms of even the interaction with staff, taking you through that comfort. Remember, there's something for you, you know, no matter what, at Comfort Inn and Suites. Thank you so much again, Maria John, joining us here on set this morning as we come to you live from Comfort Inn and Suites. Yes, folks, the parang now start tonight. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and Old Year's Night. And in fact, if you're wondering about the driving back and forth, visiting the island, stay right here. They've got specials for you. This is the opportunity, and certainly we want to say thank you very much again. And we want to continue to wish you the very best for the season and the new year, but we're not finished yet, folks. We're not finished yet. Management say we can't leave yet. The entertainment continues here on the Tobago Updates morning show. And so we want to remind you that this is your opportunity to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Trinbagonians abroad support the homeland in diverse ways. Watch exemplars of patriotism and gain insights into the giving back as practiced by the TT diaspora in Tobago, spanning the period 1960s to early 2000. Produced and directed by Dr. Andre Phillips, this groundbreaking documentary is a credit to the feel-good psyche at Christmas and beyond.
At JK Tech, we bring technology to your doorstep. From cutting-edge laptops to reliable printers, we've got it all. Nationwide delivery and a new website for easy online ordering. JK Tech is your one-stop shop for your electronics and computer needs. Carrying top brands such as Acer, Samsung, HP, and much more. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at JKTechTT or visit jktechtt.com. Quality tech is just a click away. JK Tech. Evaluate your shopping experience, your tech, your way. Call or WhatsApp 383-2651. Shop smart, shop JK Tech.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Christmas season happening here, yes. And I know you're talking Christmas. You know when you're talking Christmas, no stranger at all to us here on Tobago Updates. Yes, we have Eric Powder, the man himself. Good morning to you and welcome.
Morning, Julian, and morning, Tobago. All the viewers, I'm happy to be here. You know, when you're in a place like this, you enjoy a certain amount of sweet comfort, whether you are in or out. Yeah.
Yes, you see what I'm telling you, viewers? When it's not Eric Powder in the entertainment zone, you definitely, I guess he moves from singing from time to time to go into the humor with you. Sometimes he's hosting, there's a blend when it comes to the gentleman. But this morning, viewers, he's not only giving you a little comedy and not only giving you that energy, but this morning we're also talking about this song. Tell us a little bit about this song, Eric Powder, in this Christmas season.
Well, you see, in Christmas season, you need, you can't neglect anyone. So I want everybody to look in somebody's direction. The name of the selection, Look in My Direction. Because you have people who are sick, you know, people who are poor, they can't afford to buy anything for Christmas. So, you know, it was just something spontaneous because I saw something happening in the house. Yeah, you know, the presiding officer was accused of not looking in somebody's direction. And, you know, I just came up with the idea right away and run into the studio. You know, so you give it the little taste, the flavor. So you would hear things like Duke, 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 Duke. And instead of Aye, you're hearing Abby, Abby, and, you know, them kind of thing. And, you know, the man was to talk and then she allowed the wasp to fly. Yeah. So, you know, those little innuendos, you know, and that's the creativity of the thing. So I use it to send the message that you should look in the direction of others and share. It's a time for sharing.
Indeed. You know, this seems to come so natural. It was so natural for you, Eric Powder. You see a current affair, you see current issues happening, and you could get that song going in a matter of no time at all. That inspiration comes for you.
I when I saw the press conference, and I saw the little pieces, I composed the same night, and I run in the studio. So within a week, it was out.
Indeed. You know, I think it's a perfect timing to give a quick shout out there. Always supporting Tobago Updates. Presiding Officer Abby Taylor in the mix, Assemblyman Watson Duke, and the entire team. Did I forget any?
And they both love it, you know.
Yes, they love it.
As soon as it went out, I got a WhatsApp from Watson. He loved it, and somebody told me that Abby really loved it.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, we could definitely see the feedback, you know, because I know they're on the live.
And she even teased me. She even teased me on Facebook and thing, you know, about it. You know, and you see that this spontaneity. It's all about love. Because when I did my first political parang in 1998, something called Raj. I was singing about a little boy who wanted a gun for Christmas. But somebody said that I was singing about some government minister, you know. I want a gun in me hand, dress up like a Dan, Raj, sing the parang, you know. So I singing about this little boy want a gun for Christmas, you know. And then the year later, 99, I sang something, you know, about people say that is what put Joy Charles and the administration out of office. I didn't do anything like that, you know. I just sing about a gambler.
Tell me a little bit about that song. Give me a little touch of that song.
Well, that song is about, you had something called Ada was going around. Yeah, so
I feel you have to give me a little vocals there with that song. Remind me of that song.
That one is Ada, right? You bam bam bam. Boy, I had to get. I'm trying to get to start. Yeah, you know. But you know, the chorus was Chalo, my chief advisor, my chief investor. Please make me a gambler. I know Christmas is coming, but I have nothing. Help me to pull in something. He tell me, Ada. Yes, brother, that's my investor. Ada. Freezing somewhere in Florida. Oh. You remember they had put it to freeze?
Yes.
Yeah. That was the company that they invest with and thing.
Right,
so,
right.
But Ho-Choi is a smart man. When people tell me, boy, don't sing that song, they go kill you. And Ho-Choi hugged me up, he embraced me, said, great song, brother. What you did, you call me a gambler, and a gambler could only lose or win. And I am going to win the case. And the assembly came and win the case.
Indeed.
But just that they couldn't get back the money.
Well, that's
because
a
the company went through, you know. Yeah, so that was 2009. And then 10 years later, I sing something called Christmas Thief. A man passed by me and thief me ham, thief this, thief that. Right? You the cut, me black cake and ham. You the cut, me turkey and lamb. You could have cut me whole backyard. You take me ham bone and I sing that. They say I sing and I say, "Your cold heart, Christmas thief."
Not at all.
They say I sing, but some man named Cold Heart.
Not at
and
all.
Some company named Udicott.
How they could mix that
I
up?
always getting blamed for stupidness.
Yes, interesting. And how they could mix that up?
Yeah.
Man?
And then I went in 2008, but I went international because I sing something called Presidential Parang. Yeah, that was Barack, 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 proud to be black. Barack, 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 no more war in Iraq. You remember that song?
Yes.
Yeah, and that went international. You know, so I always doing these things innocent, and people blaming me for things.
And it's really a pity because you just want to ensure that people could be entertained.
Of course.
And it so happens that things tend to hit in other people's garden.
Well, when it hit in their garden, I go in the market to buy. And if they're selling, I buying, sometimes I taking for free.
Well, so be it. Folks, we don't want to keep things back at all. Seeing DJ Melstar singing on the side there. She's ready for this. She's ready for this. Viewers, we want to thank you so much again. It is the Christmas season. We want to wish you the very best. It is getting into the new year 2024, that time of year. And we want to thank you so much for your continued love and support for the Tobago Updates television. And we want to say every bit of progress that we've been able to make in this year and heading forward continues to be because of your love and your support to each and every one of our viewers. We're heading into an item here, you know. But I want to say, look in Eric Powder's direction.
Right.
This time.
So before I go into the song, I just want to do something. Because, you know, as children, you hear these Christmas songs and Christmas carols and things. And you put your own meaning. You know, you hear dashing through the snow. And we used to say dashing through the snow. You know, and jingle bell, Santa belly swell and thing. So this is how Santa lose Rudolph. This one is called Rudolph and Billy. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, hear about dashing through the snow. So he tried to make some callaloo, but couldn't find okra. So he fly down to Tobago, where okra growing wild, and fall in love with a billy goat, and decide to make a child. The goat was only kidding, licking Rudolph's red shiny nose, and Rudolph just blushing and walking on tiptoes. Same time a ram goat pass and decide to intervene. Well, Santa jump off his sleigh and he get in between. "You two, leave my Rudolph alone. Don't you try to seduce him. He's a bachelor on his own." But Rudolph want Billy. So he tackle ram goat head on. Big fight break out, and partners was horn for horn. A boot to the left, and a boot to the right, and a uppercut to the throat. And before you could say reindeer, was a stone dead ram goat. Then Rudolph hugged his dear Billy and bade Santa goodbye. "You can't do this to me, Rudolph. Ho, ho, ho." Santa started to cry. "I mind you from small, Rudolph. My toys you helped me tote. Now you're leaving me all alone for some stupid illiterate goat. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho." "You can't choose for me, Santa. I want a West Indian wife. You just have me pulling sleigh all through my life. I want to settle down with my sweet goatee bear. So you, your toys, and foolish sleigh can kiss my snowy rear." And with that, Rudolph disappeared. From that day, Santa rent 2 donkeys from Palatuvir, and his donkey cart pulling toys. He throw away the damn old sleigh. So Christmas Eve night, if you hear a jackass brain hard, don't get frightened. It's only Santa Claus in your yard. Yeah, so that is Rudolph and Billy. That is how Santa lose Rudolph. Yes, so you could look in my direction now. You hear? Juke, 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 juke.
Do I have to pong the table? Do I have to stand on it? Do I have to flip? Why aren't you looking in my direction? I'm asking a question.
Like you have funky eye or what? You looking at me or not? I try hard to catch your eye, but you allow the wasp to fly. Do I have to pong the table? Do I have to flip? Suppose when I drop my able, the whole has a grip. Hold on. You're a tailor, my friend, and I'm a duke. So do not treat me like no fluke. What we doing? Christmas is a time for sharing. Please don't ignore anyone. Show love, equity, and caring. I beg you, look in my direction. Christmas is a time for sharing. Please don't ignore anyone. Show love, harmony, and caring. I beg you, look in my direction. The man talking, eh?
I speak till, cause I'm neither fish nor fowl. Till.
I inquired before the start. Assembly business leader feel she smart. The speaking order was discussed, yet she hack it, making so much fuss. Do I have to jump the table? Do I have to skip? Kelvin might become unstable, and he start to skip. In the abbey or a nun, and I am monk, so do not treat me like no skunk. Now we doing? Christmas is a time for sharing. Woo! Please don't ignore anyone. Show love, equity, and caring. I beg you, look in my direction.
Madam Presiding Officer, why aren't you looking in my direction?
You getting put out now, eh?
I need to know why.
Officers? Never call me assemblyman. Girl, what is your devious plan? May hands up, yet you have a sudden attack of glaucoma or cataract. Do I have to pong the table? Do I have to slip? Roxbo a guiling table with your ego trip. As a tailor, always try to cut your cloth straight and stop throwing around your weight. Most senior politician inside the house, so you can treat me like no mouse. The chief set the motion up for debate, yet take your time and strolling late. He's strolling late. When you lose to Kelvin, you were so dumbstruck. Is that you come and give you a walk? You had me taken out with full escort. Girl, look how your memory short. Do I have to jump the table? Do I have to skip? Suppose when I jump I able, the whole Kazakh rip. You're a tailor, my friend, and I'm a duke, so do not treat me like no fluke. There we go. Christmas is a time for sharing. Please don't ignore anyone. Show love, equity, and caring. I beg you, look in my direction. Christmas is a time for sharing. Please don't ignore anyone. Show love, harmony, and caring. I beg you, look in my direction.
Time check on Tobago Updates is brought to you by Flow, Tobago's newest fiber network.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video call, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store or online today at discoverflow.co.
The initiative, aligned with the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, aims to protect and promote the relevance of Tobago's underwater past.
Tobago, as you know, is an island that's exceedingly rich in history. Normally, when we talk about the island being very rich in history, our reference is to the land, all right? But as you know and appreciate, our history is also quite immense and large underwater.
Acknowledging a tumultuous history suffered on to Trinidad and Tobago by the Dutch, Ambassador to the Kingdom of the Netherlands, His Excellency Cornelius Hirschbach, explains that the countries have since enjoyed excellent bilateral relations. This continues today with the launch of the Maritime Archaeological Diving Training.
We believe that cultural heritage is of great value in an ever-changing world. Knowledge of the past helps us all to understand the here and now, as well as supporting our future endeavours. This appreciation for each other's countries continues to this very day. My gratitude is also, of course, to the various representatives of the THA, with whom we jointly celebrate the start of this training today.
The marine exploration of Tobago has captured the attention of historical enthusiasts and researchers, given the many battles fought from the 16th to the 18th century.
Given the historical significance of each and every ruin, artifact, and the structural that remains submerged in our marine spaces, namely Rockley Bay, which is the site of this project, which is adjacent to our current port of entry at Scarborough. This project provides an avenue to gain much needed research, development, and the possibility of eventual excavation of such artifacts, which even further provides Tobago with an attraction worth coming to see, experience, and hear about.
Specialist in maritime archaeology and underwater cultural heritage management, Professor Martijn Manders, will lead the exercise.
We're doing training, so we are going into the classroom and we do the theory again. But not only that, we're picking up our dive stuff and we're going out. And we're doing underwater archaeology, but especially underwater archaeological heritage management. That means we're not just picking things up from the seabed and putting them into a museum. We're thinking about how can we implement cultural heritage into society.
A total of 18 university students from throughout the region will be guided by archaeological diving experts over a 3-week period. During this time, they are also expected to encourage community interaction. I'm Ryan McCool for Let's Talk Tobago.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Wake up with Candace and Denasia.
Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor.
Welcome to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates, your source for current affairs in Tobago, Trinidad, and the region, with the perfect conversations to complement your morning routine. I am Candace Jackson, and let's get started with the news in 90 seconds, brought to you by Bmobile. It's a Christmas season with Bmobile. All right, and then getting us off started here this morning, Chief Secretary Farley Augustin said that in 2024, there needs to be serious efforts made to address the rising crime situation. While addressing the Assembly legislature, Augustin pointed out that gang culture is growing in Tobago, and he is troubled by it. The recent double murder on the island is suspected to be gang-related. The Tobago House of Assembly does not have power over national security, but the Chief Secretary stated that he is ready to have serious conversations with the relevant authorities to devise strategies to apprehend more criminals and reform behavior. And up next, as Christmas bargain hunting intensifies, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service urges the public to be cautious about purchasing potentially stolen goods. ASP Rajesh Lal, TTPS's media ambassador, warns against buying heavily discounted items as individuals could face charges if found with stolen goods. Lal advises discreet disposal of packaging to avoid advertising newly acquired items, reducing the risk of theft. Additionally, he cautions against meeting strangers in risky locations for online transactions to ensure public safety during the festive season. The TTPS emphasizes the importance of vigilance in preventing involvement with stolen merchandise. And finally, Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez revealed that the government has allocated $34 million for programs aiding low-income families with water and electricity bills. Despite proposed rate increases by the Regulated Industries Commission, the RIC, in October, Gonzalez asserted that TNT's electricity rates would remain the lowest in the region. Addressing concerns about the potential rate hikes, he emphasized the necessity for revenue generation to sustain essential services. Gonzalez highlighted the government's commitment to social support programs, citing a $74 million annual rebate for over 230,000 electricity customers. The RIC's proposal to switch to a monthly payment system would not impact existing utility programs. And that was the news in 90 seconds, brought to you by Bmobile. It's a Christmas season with Bmobile.
News in 90 seconds was brought to you by Bmobile. It's a Christmas season with Bmobile.
This Christmas we celebrating, cause Bmobile they coming with rating. So brace yourself for plenty prices, cause this season will be pure nice. It's the most deals and the most vibes and the most cars and the most price. The most giveaways, the most parang. Having a Christmas season with Bmobile. I want a Christmas season with Bmobile. Bring the sorrel every toast to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with Bmobile.
Top up, buy a plan, sign up or pay your bills. Enjoy the best Trinbago Christmas. Bmobile. Life is on.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. And viewers, yes, we are coming to you live from Comfort Inn and Suites right here in Scarborough. And of course, we want to thank the management and staff for hosting us this morning. And getting straight on into our conversation, you know, it's Christmas weekend. Thankfully, we've got that Saturday and that Sunday before Christmas Day on Monday so that we can get our cleaning and stuff done. I know all of us have been working hard all week. So now that the job, we're at Friday. So it's the last working day of the week. We have Saturday and Sunday to clean. But will we have good weather to do that cleaning? So to tell us what all the details are, what we can expect, not just for the weekend, but for Christmas Day and so on, we are being joined by Miss Caroline Dakota, and of course she is a supervisor for the Meteorological Service Division in Tobago. So a special good morning and welcome to you. And of course, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, and a Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year to you and Merry Christmas as well. And it's Caroline. I know it's Christmas and Caroline, right? And Caroline, but it's Caroline Dakota, right?
My apologies.
For this Christmas season, you're going to have mixed conditions more or less, right? For your cleaning this weekend, you might get some showers. If you're looking to paint and power wash and so, you will get some showers over the weekend because we have a very unstable atmosphere at this time and you're in a transition phase into the dry season. But this is the hardest time of the year to do a forecast in the tropics, right? Because you have these little upper level features that just pop up like the one that happened in Charlottesville, right? And they just induce that rainfall over these little areas of white rain in Trinidad during that same time and then it stopped. So we're going to have variably cloudy conditions, a few heavy showers in different areas, not all over. As you can see right now, it's partly cloudy, right? And we had a few light sprinkles this morning in some areas. So over the weekend, Christmas weekend, this weekend here, we're going to have some showers and during up to probably about Boxing Day or so, we'll continue to have instability over the area, right? So we can look out for that. And the next thing that we have going on right now is the hazardous seas alert.
Yes. Just stick a little bit on the weather. So are you saying basically that we're going to be playing a little bit of a cat and mouse game with the rain? And what are the chances of something else happening that was like what happened in Charlottesville on Tuesday?
Well, anything is possible, but we'll see how it pans out because, as I said, during this time, a small area of divergence, just a little kink in the winds in the atmosphere at the upper levels could cause heavy rainfall and so on. So there is the possibility of that happening before the end of the year. And remember, right now, everybody talking about climate change, it is actually showing in these things because even though events may not be as often, they may be more intense, right? So you might have a long lull without any rainfall, and when it does happen, very intense, heavy rainfall and so on. Then you have a long period with hot sun and that kind of thing. So the frequency might be decreased, but when it does occur, it really happens like what washed away in Charlottesville, right?
And was there any indication at all? Did you guys get any hints that that was going to happen in Charlottesville on Tuesday?
We actually had the chance of some heavy showers in Charlottesville. Now, Tobago, to be fair, is not allowed to issue alerts. We have to wait and get the go-ahead for Trinidad to issue that. So we had it in our forecast for Tobago. However, it was more than we expected. What we can do is a nowcast, which is 3 to 6 hours when we see something getting more intense. And this is what we will be doing in the future because we should have issued a nowcast for that. But we would still need permission if we had to do an alert. So it wouldn't be an alert. So it would be something to, alert the public, alert TEMA, whoever, probably the news agencies and so on, that this area is going to have some intense rainfall. Even though it can't stop anything from happening, it would make people be prepared, right? So that is what we are looking at doing in the future. Right?
So essentially, until when over the weekend, Christmas Day, expect some rainy weather.
Rain and sun, right? Mixed conditions, I would call it, right?
Now, of course, we have some time off. So that's 4 days, a 4-day weekend for most working people. And we're going to want to, maybe take a trip to the beach and so on. But we may not be able to as much right now because of that hazardous sea warning that's in place at this point in time.
Right. So what we have is a very intense frontal system that is passing across the region, also inducing some of the instability over us. And that is going to cause the seas here to generate long period swells. So you're actually seeing people surfing now in Mount Irving, right? And that is going to last until Sunday. And on Saturday, we'll start having the full moon, just before the full moon when you have those spring tides, right? So spring tides will be in effect along with these long period swells. So this weekend, beach is really a no-no. Because even though this alert is supposed to end on Sunday morning, after that you're going to continue having higher than normal high tides and so on, and the seas will be still choppy. So even though we don't have an alert in effect, the seas are not safe during this Christmas season, right?
So I hope you are paying attention because we don't want to have any disaster happening at Christmas time. I mean, yes, we would love to go and enjoy the beach, but you know what, the seas would calm down. And when can we see calmer seas?
Probably next weekend, New Year's. And then remember, dry season now. We have the Azores High coming over our area, which is the dominant feature during the dry season. That is going to also cause seas to be rough. You know, from Christmas into Easter, rough seas. Yes. So people, however, whether there's an alert out or not, people have to be very careful during this dry season period. So, but next week, say around the 30th or the 31st, seas should abate a bit. So we'll have better conditions then.
To go to the beach for Christmas like I did, well, you might have to just take a rain check on those plans and leave it for New Year's weekend. It's also going to be a long weekend, so we might have some fun there. But of course, we're not done with Mr. Kota yet, because we just also want to get into, what's the wind going to be like in terms of, for those of you who might want to try to see how we're going to beat this rain, because if you're going to have your clothes out there to hang out to dry, your curtains and all of that, because we're going to have to get all of that done this weekend. Well, How?
It's not going to be very windy actually, right? It's not going to be very windy because we're not in that period. As I said, it's a transition period into the dry season. During the dry season, the dominant feature is the Azores high, which comes down and you have windy conditions, which will force dry clothes faster and so on. Yes. So right now, because we're transitioning, you really don't have high winds, right? It's sort of a lull before the actual dry season, right? So use your dryer.
If you have a dryer, or there are other things that you could probably do. You know, when the sun heats up that car quite a lot, you could probably put it on there. Close my dryer really fast. But getting into the weather for dry season and so on, I know the Maritime office did put out some information about what we can expect. And initially they're saying that we can expect a hotter year.
Hotter than normal. Mainly because we are in an El Nino now until around April, because these things have a variability time that they last, right? So El Nino will be the dominant of the two. We have El Nino, La Nina, and so Southern Oscillation. So we are, because of El Nino, we have drier conditions, and we have El Nino in the face of climate change. So therefore, it is like a double whammy basically. So that is why we are expecting hotter than normal. This year was one of the hottest year on record, yes. Right? And next year we expect it to be hotter because of that El Nino and climate change. So that means that, as I said, you will have more intense weather events, even though they may not be as frequent. So don't be surprised if you have, like a few years ago, we had some very heavy rains during yes. April and so on, right? And I remember it was a school event at Bishop's and rain was blowing inside and people asking why all this rain falling during the dry season, right? It was very intense. So, and now climate change is becoming even more prevalent and noticeably seeing the effects, right? On the weather. People saying they have no dry season, no rainy season again because everything just mixed up. Right, so next year we can expect that. Later on, we'll probably have after the El Nino phase, we'll probably have a neutral phase and then probably go into our next La Nina. It depends, right? It varies according to the sea temperature and so on.
And in terms of the rainfall, what can we expect as well?
Well, we haven't reached that far yet because it depends on if it's El Nino or La Nina, right? And as I said, climate change is playing a big factor in determining how the weather pattern is changing, right? WMO has been looking at this and we're trying, I mean, everybody talking about reducing emissions and so on, but the effect is already there, right? So we'll see, next year we'll do another interview about that, man.
Certainly, we could get a bit more, and especially because, you know, coming out of just some of these statements made at the UN level and things like that, of us as a planet, you know, increasing our average temperature by 1.5 degrees Celsius, which doesn't seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it is. It is.
Yes, because then we have sea level rise. Islands like Tobago will start losing the coastline and that kind of thing. Yeah, we actually seen it happening, right? So
we've got, I mean, I know it's a little bit of a damper right now, but those are just some of the things that we need to pay attention to. But it also causes the question, what are we doing within our little spaces to make sure that when these weather events happen, the negative impact is less. And it just means be careful how you're building, be careful where your drains are, all of those things, how you plant. Do not cut down all the trees on the hills, because guess what? Those trees actually hold the hills together, you know? So just little things like that. All right, so as we're getting ready to wrap up, is there anything else that you would like to leave with our viewers in terms of the weather?
Basically, enjoy the rain, enjoy the sun, the Christmas, and just know that if there's any unusual event, we'll try to keep you all posted. So keep alert on our website and the TTMS website and so on. I'll be on Twitter and Facebook and so. So source for weather in Trinidad and Tobago. So don't go looking at all the website and the forecasters, online forecasters, TTMS, right? But enjoy Christmas, be safe, and remember that the beaches are not safe this weekend.
All right, I want to thank you so much, Ms. Carolyn DeQuoto, as we get an update about what to expect for the weather. So unfortunately, we're going to be playing a little bit of cat and mouse with the rain, but it's okay. It means on Christmas Day, if you're like me, you have the nice rainfall and you can sit down on the couch with your Christmas pajamas and be watching some movies, drinking something nice and hot. But in the meantime, we are going to be treated by some awesome violinist music from Miss Stephanie Joseph, who is getting ready to perform. So we're going to go straight into that right about now.
Tobago updates. Good morning.
Health, number 13B, Portmore, Scarborough, Tobago, with over 25 years experience, offering services in and not limited to microscopic blood analysis, reflexology, and the sale of a wide range of organic herbal products used to supplement thyroid, lymphatic, heart, kidney, and brain health, and the male and female reproductive systems. Come and chat with us. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your nice can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. will always be here for you. Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
There's a tale of goodwill, and with a cheerful chant, you'll witness all its glory and splendor in a glance.
A Christmas story to put your emotions in a trance. And luckily, rhythmic vibrations coming out to sing, act, play, and dance.
The Rhythmic Vibrations and Rhythm Babes Performing Arts Company presents My Christmas Story.
And 'tis the season for a tremendous tale.
Ah, yes. Sunday, December 17th from 6 p.m. sharp at the Shore Park Cultural Complex.
Bring the entire family to enjoy this heartwarming production.
Tickets cost $150 for adults and $75 for children.
Tickets are available at Den's Electrical Portmore, Scarborough, Tobago, or via any company member. For more information, contact 773-1426.
See you there.
So I want to take this time to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And if you're home looking at this right now, I just want you to take some time and just clap your hands and move with me. Come on, let's go. Hey, yeah. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what life is like on a Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You're all that I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, da 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 da, yeah. And I sing, fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what life is like on a Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hands. In other words, darling, kiss me. Oh, fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You're all that I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. His faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Well, maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who overthrew you. Well, it's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Stephanie Joseph, for giving us those beautiful, beautiful renditions here as we are getting ready to wrap the show this morning. It was a wonderful time being at you here, and of course, just before we go, just want to thank the management and staff of Comfort Inn and Suites for hosting us here this morning. Certainly appreciate the hospitality. And viewers, I hope, from our hearts to yours, that you have a very safe and wonderful Christmas. I hope you get a chance to, do something that makes you feel happy. And I hope you also get to spread some of that happiness and joy to people around you who may need a little bit of happiness and joy. It's not always the best time of the year for everybody, but there's something that we can do to make it special for those that are hurting at this point in time. But I just want to thank you so much for your love and your support. We appreciate it every single day, and we hope that we can see you again, all of you again, bright and early on January morning. So, because of course we are taking a break for just a week, but we'll be back in January, and we can't wait to be back with you with some of the best coverage here on Tobago Updates Television. So bye for now, and from me, Candace Jackson, and the team, I want to thank you and wish you a very happy and Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year.
Tobago Updates. Good morning, Tobago.
fill the sky.